What if I told you there's a country hiding more secrets than the CIA? A place where ancient warrior queens once ruled, where underground cities still echo with Cold War whispers, and where nature reclaimed a nuclear wasteland and turned it into a wildlife paradise? This isn't a fantasy. This is Ukraine, the most underestimated, misunderstood, and mind-blowingly mysterious nation in Europe. From unsolved historical puzzles to world-changing inventions buried by time, these are 30 unbelievable facts, unveiling Ukraine's hidden secrets. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see Ukraine in a way you never imagined. Welcome to the Mind Metrics. Let's unlock the unknown. Fact 1. Ukraine is home to the world's deepest metro station. Arsenalna Station in Kiev plunges 346 feet, 105.5 meters underground. So deep, it takes nearly 5 minutes on an escalator to reach the surface. Built during the Cold War, its extreme depth wasn't just engineering, it was strategic. The Soviets designed it as a potential bomb shelter in case of nuclear war. Fact 2. The Tunnel of Love is a real, living fairy tale. Deep in western Ukraine, near the town of Klevan, lies the Tunnel of Love, an abandoned railway wrapped in lush green foliage that forms a near-perfect, natural tunnel. Locals say if couples make a wish while walking through, their love will last forever. The tunnel changes with the seasons, becoming a floral dream in spring and a golden corridor in fall. Fact 3. Ukraine is the birthplace of the world's heaviest aircraft. The Antonov and Tu-25 Mriya, which means dream in Ukrainian, was the largest and heaviest aircraft ever built. Weighing over 640 tons, it could carry 250-ton loads, including other planes. Originally designed to transport the Soviet space shuttle, it became a symbol of Ukrainian engineering might, until it was tragically destroyed in 2022 during the Russian invasion. Fact 4. The city of Lviv has over 1,500 cafes and secret bars. Lviv is sometimes called the Paris of Eastern Europe. But beyond its cobblestone streets and chocolate houses lies an underground network of hidden bars and speakeasies. One called Kryivka requires a password, Slava Ukraini, just to enter. Inside, it's a replica of a Ukrainian insurgent hideout, complete with World War II artifacts. Fact 5. Ukraine is one of the oldest continuously inhabited areas in Europe. Archaeological sites in Ukraine trace back over 44,000 years. The Tripolians, an ancient civilization that predated the pyramids, built massive settlements here, with some believed to house up to 15,000 people. They developed advanced pottery, city planning, and even mysterious spiral symbols still not fully understood by historians today. Fact 6. Ukrainian scientist Igor Sikorsky invented the modern helicopter. Before the Wright brothers made headlines, Ukrainian-born Igor Sikorsky was already dreaming of flight. He later emigrated to the US and built the world's first practical helicopter, the VS-300. His designs laid the groundwork for everything from military choppers to medevac helicopters used today. Fact 7. Ukrainian cuisine hides some shocking dishes. Sure, you've heard of borscht. But did you know Ukraine serves salo, raw, cold slabs of pork fat, served with garlic, rye bread, or chocolate? It's considered a national delicacy. Ukrainians say it's the true superfood, especially in the winter. And yes, there are even festivals dedicated entirely to solo. Fact 8. Chernobyl is more alive than you think. After the 1986 nuclear disaster, Chernobyl was declared uninhabitable for thousands of years. But nature had other plans. Today, the exclusion zone is teeming with wildlife. Wolves, bears, wild horses, even lynxes. It's become an unexpected rewilding zone and a top spot for dark tourism. Some even believe the ecosystem is adapting to radiation in mysterious ways. Fact 9. Ukraine has a hidden desert. Yes, you heard right. The Oleshki Sands near Kherson form the largest desert in Europe. These rolling dunes stretch for over 160 square kilometers and reach temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius in summer. They were created by ancient seabeds and intense deforestation, and once served as a Soviet military test site. Fact 10. The world's first constitution was written by a Ukrainian in 1710. Over 75 years before the U.S. Constitution, Ukrainian political leader Pilip Orlik drafted a document outlining the separation of powers, individual rights, and democratic rule. Known as the Orlik Constitution, it's considered one of the most progressive political charters of its time and a cornerstone of Ukrainian identity. Fact 11. Ukrainian is one of the most melodic languages in the world. Linguists often rank Ukrainian among the most beautiful languages, thanks to its vowel-rich structure and rhythmic intonation. It placed second in an international contest for the most melodic language, just behind Italian. Its poetry and folk songs have preserved cultural memory through centuries of oppression. Fact 12. Ukraine grows more than a quarter of the world's sunflower oil. Driving through Ukraine in the summer is like entering a sea of gold. The country is the world's largest producer of sunflower oil, with fields so vast they're visible from space. The sunflower itself has become a national symbol, representing hope, resistance, and renewal, especially since the war began. Fact 13. Ukraine has a death hotel that became a war zone icon. The Hotel Ukraine in Kyiv, once a glamorous Soviet-era tower, became an international symbol during the 2014 Euromaidan protests. Snipers used its windows, protesters found shelter in its halls, and today it stands as a haunting reminder of the revolution that reshaped Ukraine's future. Fact 14. Ukrainian Easter eggs aren't just decoration, they're coded messages. Known as pisanki, these intricately decorated eggs go back thousands of years. Every swirl, triangle, and dot has symbolic meaning, like protection from evil, fertility, or unity. During Soviet times, making them was banned. Yet people kept the tradition alive, painting in secret and passing down designs like sacred family heirlooms. Fact 15. The Carpathian Mountains hold secret pagan rituals. In the misty Carpathians, ancient Slavic traditions never died. Locals still practice seasonal rituals like Kupala Night, where people jump over bonfires, float wreaths down rivers to predict love, and honor forest spirits. It's where folklore and mysticism collide, with tales of witches, werewolves, and forest guardians still whispered today. Fact 16. Ukraine has an underground salt cathedral carved from a mine. The Soledar salt mines in eastern Ukraine stretch over 200 kilometers beneath the surface. But what makes them truly unbelievable is that inside, miners have carved entire cathedrals, sculptures, and halls, all from pure rock salt. One of the massive chambers even has perfect acoustics and hosts underground concerts 300 meters below ground. Fact 17. A Ukrainian mathematician cracked Nazi codes before Alan Turing. Long before Bletchley Park, Kyiv-born Alexander Shklyar developed early cryptographic techniques in the 1920s. His algorithms influenced Soviet code-breaking efforts against the Nazis, using mechanical and theoretical methods that mirrored and sometimes predated the famed British breakthroughs. Fact 18. Ukraine has a city with more churches than houses. In the small town of Chernihiv, one of Ukraine's oldest cities, ancient cathedrals outnumber residential blocks. Some churches here date back to the 11th century. The town is a living museum of Byzantine architecture where every cobblestone seems to echo with sacred history. Fact 19. Ukraine secretly built Cold War bunkers under cities. During the Soviet era, entire underground complexes and bunkers were constructed beneath major cities like Kyiv and Kharkiv. These were designed to withstand nuclear fallout and continue government operations. Today, many of them remain classified, but explorers and urban spelunkers have documented massive chambers, tunnels, and hidden emergency command centers still intact. Fact 20. Ukrainian folk music influenced Pink Floyd's legendary sound. David Gilmour, guitarist of Pink Floyd, once revealed that the band was heavily inspired by Eastern European folk harmonics. One haunting traditional Ukrainian melody, heard through BBC Radio, helped inspire elements of the iconic Wish You Were Here album. You can hear echoes of Ukraine in some of their darkest, most poetic pieces. Fact 21. Ukraine is home to the oldest wine cellar in Eastern Europe. The Masandra Winery in Crimea, founded in 1894 under the Russian Tsars, holds over 1 million bottles, some over 200 years old. It's built into the mountains, where stable underground temperatures make it a perfect storage vault. Rare wine auctions here attract collectors from around the world, with some bottles selling for over $40,000. Fact 22. The Ukrainian cyber army fights digital wars. After Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014, a group of Ukrainian IT experts formed a decentralized cyber army. Their mission? Defend national infrastructure, expose enemy propaganda, and launch counter-cyber attacks on hostile networks. They've been dubbed the Digital Defenders of Democracy, operating from undisclosed locations around the globe. Fact 23. The world's first gas lamp was invented in Lviv. In 1853, two pharmacists in Lviv, Jan Zay and Ignacy Łukasiewicz, invented the kerosene gas lamp, which became the prototype for lighting streets around the world. They installed the first working street lamp in front of their own pharmacy. Today, you can still visit the building, which now serves as a gas lamp museum and restaurant. Fact 24. Ukraine has an entire ghost town frozen in time. Just outside Chernobyl lies the haunting city of Pripyat, once home to 50,000 people. After the 1986 meltdown, it was abandoned overnight. Today, it remains untouched. School books still on desks, toys scattered in kindergartens, and Ferris wheels rusting in silence. It's a chilling time capsule of Soviet life, suspended forever in April 1986. Fact 25. The Ukrainian national anthem was once banned. During Soviet rule, Ukraine's anthem, Ще не вмерла Україна, Ukraine has not yet perished, was considered too nationalistic and even rebellious. Singing it could lead to imprisonment or worse. After independence in 1991, it was restored and today serves as a powerful anthem of defiance, especially during times of war. Fact 26. Ukrainian embroidery is encoded with protection symbols. Known as vyshyvanka, traditional Ukrainian shirts aren't just beautiful garments. They're filled with protective, coded symbolism. Each region has its own colors and patterns, passed down through generations. The symbols were believed to ward off evil spirits, illness, and even misfortune in battle. Today, wearing a vyshyvanka is a badge of cultural pride and survival. Fact 27. Ukraine's Atlantis lies beneath the Dnipro River. In the 1930s, entire villages were flooded to create the Dnipro hydroelectric station. Among them was Bakota, a once thriving medieval town. Now submerged, it lies beneath the calm waters of the Dniester, with only the mountain cliffs and monastery caves peeking above. Divers and locals call it Ukraine's lost city, a real-life Atlantis. Fact 28. The Crimean Peninsula has ancient cave cities. Before Crimea was annexed, archaeologists uncovered cave cities like Mangup and Chufut Kal, carved into mountains by early Christians and the Crimean Karaites. These cities include houses, temples, and fortresses, all dug into limestone. Some date back to the 6th century and were used continuously through the Middle Ages. Fact 29. A Ukrainian made NASA's Mars rover possible. Ukrainian-born scientist Lubomir Romankyo co-invented a key process for microelectronic chip fabrication. essential to the navigation systems used on Mars rovers like Curiosity and Perseverance. Though living in the US, his Ukrainian roots and scientific legacy remain a point of national pride. Fact 30. Ukraine is rewriting the future, with resilience as its secret weapon. After decades of war, revolution, and occupation, Ukraine's greatest secret isn't buried in the ground. It's in the spirit of its people. From global IT innovation to indomitable resistance on the battlefield, Ukraine is showing the world what a modern nation forged in fire looks like. Its hidden strength, a centuries-old belief in freedom, unity, and unbreakable identity. From lost cities beneath rivers, to ancient symbols stitched into clothing, from secret bunkers to sunflower fields visible from space. Ukraine is a land where every stone, every echo, every heartbeat tells a story. These weren't just facts, they were hidden truths, a legacy of resilience, mystery, and unstoppable spirit. If these revelations change the way you see Ukraine, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the Mind Metrics, and hit the bell so you never miss a journey into the world's most unbelievable truths. Now we want to hear from you. Which Ukrainian secret stunned you the most? Drop it in the comments. We read every word. Thanks for watching, and remember, some countries are known for their past. Ukraine is becoming legendary for surviving it. Until next time, stay curious.